we'll be getting deeper into those talking points. But let's take a look at what you're saying right now on social media. And of course, Jeffrey joins me to walk through this. Jeffrey.
Yeah, a lot going on, as always. Our responsibility is to curate all of them, whether it's politics, sports, or whatever is going on in the international scene. And so maybe we'll just jump right into it. Let's start with the issue of traders lamenting scarcity at the high cost of tomatoes. We talked about that yesterday. The Mile 12 chairman, Mile 12 market chairman, that's in Lagos State, was right here with us on the show, and he pointed out that things like insecurity and several other issues were responsible for this. And let me see what this guy says. Arakunri Olabisi says, I don't think there could be any state in Nigeria where the cost of commodities is unbearable than Ondo State. Really?
Well, interesting actually, Jeffrey. So these are some of the interesting facts, particularly when the MBS brought out figure for getting balanced diet daily. You realize that
yes,
some states are actually more.
Have you gotten any new updates on that?
Well, so it's been a very controversial thing, but the MBS has been releasing. After the first, they released another one, but I've not seen one of late. I think we're still grappling with the inflation figures. Take a look at what Stallion has to say on this, saying we are in for a good ride. How is the Ministry of Agriculture responding to this issue of food shortage? So, Ministry of Agriculture, over to you now.
Well, straight question to the mayor of Los Angeles, but I don't know, I guess you're in Nigeria. That's Star Blog NG. You don't have sufficient product to satisfy your people, yet you choose to export. Same goes to electricity and farm produce. I just don't get it. The country, Nigeria, is blessed, but the issue of greed is something to be looked into.
Take a look at what Fash 360 Degrees says. Why won't there be scarcity where traders and consumers are more than producers of what we eat? It's quite ironic because I think it was the doctor we had on the show yesterday, Dr. Akonde, saying that we're one of the largest producers of tomato in Africa, if not the largest or second largest.
Largest, yes.
And we have a situation where we can't even feed our people with that tomato, and more people are not on the farms as a result of insecurity, young people leaving the rural areas. So yes, this resonates a lot, really.
All right, Watchstar says there is no scarcity anywhere. Scarcity is not the reason for the high cost. I don't know where he's getting his data from. Is he saying that it's artificial or they are hoarding? Is that what he's trying to imply?
All stories what you need to do like a rejoinder, or you need to do an update.
Maybe you have to clear this for us, because
let us understand what you mean by
this. Is very practical. Everyone is feeling it, so I don't know where you're coming from.
Hashtag CCTV morning brief or do WhatsApp.
Okay.
We'll be here to receive it. Well, let's move on to this other one. It's about Nigerians love to travel for various reasons, and the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace recently said that the UAE is to lift a visa ban on Nigerians soon. Now, there's a lot of backstory to that, but let's tell you how you are responding to this. Credo_promotion is the first on this one, saying, I don't support it. Yeah, that's what this user says. I'm not making this up. I don't support it. Nigerians have no business with Dubai. Let's build our country. As I said, I'm not making this up. That's what the user said.
Yeah. You can understand that pride. Like, well, why are we racing to the UAE? Come on. What's so special, according to him? Ena Yerugo says, what the visa is, I'm trying to get the sense of what you're saying.
What is this visa ban?
Okay, what is this visa? Okay, what is visa ban?
I apologize on behalf of the ex-people.
For God's sake, how does that put food on the table of hungry Nigerians? Does that secure Nigerians? Does it provide electricity to Nigerians? Does it provide motorable roads for them? Answer, this honorable minister. So this guy is saying this is not a priority for me, but you can understand. Kayamo is the honorable minister for aviation and aerospace development. So, all right. So
let's move on now to something that concerns education. Recently, the president approved another batch, or maybe an update to a University Governing Council, but we understand that ASU is rejecting the new University Governing Councils approved by President Tinubu. So what is this about? First user, Larry Tuwell, says, what sense does this make? Technocrats indeed. Do you think a politician does not possess the knowledge and capability to be so appointed as a member or chairman of a governing board of high institutions? So this user is saying, well, they're technocrats doesn't mean they don't, or at least if they are politicians doesn't mean they don't have the requisite knowledge and skills.
All right, Mr. Ebony says maybe ASU should or would have to propose a list of ex-VCs, dons, retired professors to the federal government to choose from. Let's race to the issue of Rivers State and wrap it up.
That is a big one. We told you earlier on that the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, in a statewide broadcast, has directed the heads of administration in the 23 local government areas to take over from the elected chairman, that's council chairman, whose 3-year tenure has elapsed. But the first comment we have on this one, particularly because the youth stormed those offices yesterday, saying those chairmen should step down. All they know, according to this user, is talk against the governor, says the youths are doing a nice job. And
lastly, Ahmed Ojo says the same youth that stormed the secretariat today will still suffer the consequence when the time comes from the government. When you let politicians use you, they will dump you after using you. So, hey, that's as much we can take.
Absolutely. So, two sides to this conversation. But guess what? We'll speak to the people in the eye of a storm in just a few moments. So don't go anywhere. We're starting off with River State right here on the show this morning. Stay with us.